Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the Ambassador of Hungary, His Excellency Istvan Sazbo. So, His Excellency, what would you want to say about the significance of this event?
In April we visited the beautiful Swat Valley upon the invitation of Adnan Orangeade, the grandson of the last wali of Swat, and enjoyed the beauties of the valley and the historical heritage. But besides that, we paid a visit to an institution which is maintained and financed by Adnan Orangeade. And this is a home for orphaned girls who lost their parents. We had a meeting with the girls, we were talking to them, and we could see in their eyes and on their faces the tragedies which they went through. And we were very much inspired that we should do something in order to help these girls. And since Pakistan is a philanthropic society and we have been here for 5 years, we have a lot of great friends in Pakistan, we thought it would be a good idea to invite them. And this was the initiative of Emilia, my wife. So she is the engine behind the whole idea.
I'm sure. So is the Hungarian Embassy planning on doing it in the future too?
Pardon? Is there any?
Yeah, is the Hungarian Embassy, they are planning to do this in the future?
Well, we are ready to continue in the future because we believe that regular, constant contribution is the real help for these girls. So we are ready, we are open to this.
Also, this is a good way to bring the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle together for a good cause. So what would you want to say about that?
Well, I mentioned to you that we have a lot of friends here in Pakistan and of course in the diplomatic circles, but besides that, for me, more important to have Pakistani friends, and during the past 5 years we could get many friends here in Pakistan.
What would you want to say about the Muskan Institute and their work?
The institute is a great project. This was founded by Adnan's late mother in 1968, and since then provides shelter, accommodation, education for 50 plus girls. This is a drop in the ocean of problems and the poverty, but this is a contribution. This is something. This gives the girls a hope, believe in the future, even though they suffered terrible things when they lost 1 or 2 parents.
And lastly, I would want you to give a message to the people of Islamabad who are watching you for the charity cause.
Well, I am proud of those Pakistanis and the large number of those Pakistanis who are doing charity work, and I would encourage more of them to do so.
Thank you so much for your time and best of luck for the initiative. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Ms. Diana Powell, who's the wife of Chinese ambassador. So, Excellency, I would want to know what made you come here and volunteer?
Actually, Chinese embassy and our ladies group are always love to do charity work in Islamabad for the underprivileged community. And so today we are part of the charity bazaar, and we have a big Chinese table here. You can see. Yeah.
And also I would want to know, how is the Chinese embassy contributing to this event?
We will donate all the revenues from this sale, all those Chinese goods, and then we donate all of them.
I would want to know if you have had the chance to go to Swat and visit the Muskan Institute.
Actually, I have not the chance to go yet, but I think in the future I can visit them.
And what would you want to say about the work of Muskan Institute?
Actually, I'm impressed by their work, and they have do a lot for the orphanage girls, and so we want to help in the future.
And this is a good event to bring the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle together and to get them to contribute. So what would you want to say about such importance?
Yeah, diplomatic enclave, diplomatic corps always pay attention to do charity work for the local community. So this is also one of our commitment.
And any message to the people of Pakistan to come forward and contribute for this cause?
Actually, as I know, to my surprise, Pakistan is the country with the most donation to the underprivileged people. That's a surprise to me, actually. So sometimes
We are generous people.
yeah, very generous. So actually, in the future, probably we learn from Pakistani people.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
You know, we talk a lot. Sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Mr. Adnan Orangeade, who's running the Muskan Institute. So, Mr. Adnan, what would you want to say about, what is Muskan Institute all about, basically?
50 years ago, my late mother conceived of an idea that the girls in Swat who are very poor and who are orphans would need some sort of a vehicle and a mechanism in life in which they could be educated and become productive citizens in society. Towards that end, in 1968, the institute was set up with an initial batch of 16 girls. Having gone through an alumni of about 800, today we are housing, clothing and educating 51 girls.
So, it's only limited to girls of Swat only?
It's limited to the girls of Swat and the adjoining districts.
All right. So, what is the purpose of today's event?
Our host of this event is the Hungarian ambassador and his wife. They had a chance to visit Swat about 2 months ago, and they had a chance to visit the institution themselves. They were so moved by it and in their opinion, they thought good work was being done. They wanted to support it, promote it, and project it, and therefore they opened up their house to us.
How important do you think such events are? Because they've brought the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle together. So what would you want to say about that?
See, why it is extremely important is because in Islamabad, we tend to live in a slight isolation from the rest of Pakistan. It is very important that we know what day-to-day life and what day-to-day difficulties and trials and tribulations the children of Pakistan go through. So an event like this will highlight through media and such as yourselves about what the plight of the less fortunate and the more deprived is.
And also I would want to know, today you're collecting charity, so what would you want to say to our viewers about that?
Well, you see, I wonder whether you know that in the World Bank report, Pakistan has been listed the #1 most charitable country in the world. So on the one hand, we are very charitable. But on the other hand, there's a lack of awareness of where the charities should go. So it is events like this that will probably highlight the entities to which charity can be given.
Best of luck. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Same here. We're here with the Ambassador of Bosnia and Ambassador of Austria. So I would like to ask you both about the significance of this event.
Well, thank you very much. We are right in the room where it's the most important. That's the information about the orphanage and about the girls. And they are all from, families in Swat. And it's an initiative that I have learned is already 60 years old. So about 800 girls have gone through this program. And we have their stories. Some of them are very sad. So all of them have lost their father. But they are growing up in a very nice protected environment, and they all go to school, which is the most important. They get an education and then they can move on.
So what would you want to say about the work of Muskan Institute?
So as Mr. Adnan Orangeade has presented it in his presentation, the way he has a history in the school, the way his mother started it and he took over, and his kids will inshallah take it over after him, is the way you can approach that social problem in the rural area of Pakistan. And we all know, and we need to be frank and open, that Pakistan has a really problem in a social life, in education, especially in rural area, and that's the way to do it, how to help the people. Thank you very much.
So, what about the Austrian embassy? Are they trying to, collaborate and do something in the future?
I don't know. Our embassy does not have a development program here. We can only, on a personal level, contribute. And our ministry has a so-called club, 0.7%. That's the target that worldwide countries have set for themselves to give for development cooperation. Very few countries actually reach that level, and my country does not, unfortunately. But the members of the club give 0.7% of their salaries for projects, and so we just recently sponsored a small project in Sindh, and we hope we can do more with it.
I'm sure. So the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle have come together for this cause. What would you want to say about that?
Well, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. In our capacity, as at least in my tenure, we tried to go beyond that, beyond the diplomatic or beyond our friends in Islamabad, and go in the rural area. In my case, near Sialkot, where we are about to inaugurate the school, Pak Bosnia International School, and to help, go down with that illiteracy quota, which disturb Pakistan on his way up. And whatever we can contribute, we contribute. I'm glad that so many Pakistani friends are here, but I'm also not very glad about the other ones who could have come. And as soon as we have some kind of nice party, they are here. So awareness, we need to work on it also. Okay?
And also, has any one of you had the chance to go to Swat and visit Muscat Institute personally?
I was there. I was there. I didn't visit Institute, but I visited SWAT together with the Ministry of Commerce.
And one last message from both of you to the people of Pakistan who can come forward and contribute.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, I would want to have a message from both of you for the people of Pakistan who are watching you for the future charities.
Well, I think people are aware that education is one of the very important things, and so they should all, the young ones should go and learn, and the older ones should support it.
Help the poor ones, help the cause of education, and you will not recognize Pakistan, because as I always say, P for Pakistan stands for P for potential. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the Ambassador of Spain, His Excellency Carlos Morales. So, Excellency, what would you want to say about this event?
Well, I must say that first of all, I'm very impressed by the extent of the event, and how many people have turned out, and how many locals and shops, and the amazing effort by Istvan and Emilia, the Hungarian ambassador and his wife, for such a good cause. I attended the presentation given by Mr. Adnan Orangeade 1 hour ago about what they are doing. His patronship on the Marcan institution for the girls, and I'm really very touched and very moved, and I think it's a very high cause because it's not only the providing for poor girls, but providing for education for girls. I think education is is the most important asset a country can have for both boys and girls, and is what makes a country like Pakistan move ahead. I think not only Pakistan, everywhere. I think health and education are the basic pillars of any state, And so I think what is being done here today, it's a reason to be very proud. Normally we attend many diplomatic events and many functions, and some of them are boring, some of them even are a little bit useless. But I must say that this one is really a very important cause, and I'm very proud to be a small part of it.
Thank you so much for coming. I would also want to ask if Spain Embassy, we've seen it, collect many charities for different causes. So is the Spain Embassy doing something for this cause too?
Well, not for this cause specifically, although of course, we are not insensitive to these causes, and we are providing help also for different areas in this country, mostly for also women advancement, empowerment, rural women, and and also through other channels, also to girls education, you know, and well, this always awakes your conscience, you know, and you always want to do more things.
So, you know, this event has brought the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle together for a great cause. So what would you want to say about that?
Well, as I mentioned at the very beginning, I think it's great that Istvan and Emilia have gathered together so many friends. I think we know each other here, you know, for many different functions and occasions, and it's very good. I think there is a sense of brotherhood or sisterhood or whatever you want to call it, you know, in supporting such a cause, and that also, I think, expands, you know, the reach of the cause.
Also, what would you want to say about the work of Muskan Institute? Whatever you've heard, whatever you've seen, have you had the chance to go to Swat and see it yourself?
Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to go to Swat yet. I hope I will do it pretty soon, and I hope I will visit the institution. And now that I've seen this presentation and I've seen what they are doing for them, I really, you know, even if I don't visit anything else in Swat, I will visit that institution.
That's great. And lastly, I would want you to give a message to the people who are watching you to come forward for this cause and give charity.
Well, I think it's, you know, it's a very serious cause. It's about the future of your own country. It's about the future of the education of more than half of the population of this country, because let's not forget that men are the minority in this country and in any country. The majority are women, and women are behind the development of families and therefore the development of the countries.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Aftab Ahmed Khan Sherpao. So, sir, I would want to ask you, what is the significance of this event? What would you want to say about it?
You mean Muskan? Well, this is an institution which I feel that is contributing to the society, and especially the girls of an area which is deprived of a lot of things. And this has been through a lot of troubles through the last couple of years. So I think Adnan Orangeade is contributing and is doing the job which his mother left for him, and I think this institution is going to go a long way in helping the deprived children of that area.
Do you think this is a good way to come up with a charity and come up with people of Islamabad, getting them together?
Yes, I think this is what the Hungarian ambassador has done, is drawn the crowds, and the awareness is there. And I think a lot of charitable people who want to donate would be donating here, and this will help the institution as a whole.
And what would you want to say about how is the diplomatic circle and the people of Islamabad, they're coming together and stuff? So what would you want to say about that?
Well, this is a great occasion, and I think coming together, meeting people, knowing about the areas of Pakistan, this by itself is a big contribution, and I hope this sort of events keep on taking place.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Miss Magda. So let's go and take her view about all of this. So Miss Magda, first of all, I would want to ask you, who are you?
I am the wife of the Belgian ambassador.
And what made you come here and volunteer?
I would like to help the Muskan Institute from Swat, and also the Hungarian Embassy for this fundraising to collect the money for the girls in Swat.
So do you think Belgian Embassy and the Hungarian Embassy, they're coming together for such events in the future?
I think so, yes.
And how important do you think such events are?
It is very important to help the people here. I'm also working with IFA. We also do some kind of fundraising. That's why I'm a volunteer here also.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking out your time and donating your time for such a cause. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Mr. Michele. So let's go and ask his views. So, Mr. Michele, what would you want to say about the significance of this event?
Well, I just came back from my vacation and have my first few days in Islamabad, and I'm very glad to attend this very important and great undertaking of the Hungarian embassy, Hungarian ambassador and his wife, and very well attended. So many people came for the contribution to the orphanage of SWAT, and I'm glad to participate. It's a very, very good initiative.
Did you have a chance to visit the Muscat Institute in Swat?
Not yet. No, I went to SWAT. That was a few years ago. It's a wonderful part of Pakistan, but I will go one day for sure.
And what would you want to say about their work?
The work, it's great. I don't know much about it, but it's things which have to be done, and they're well done, I should say.
I'm sure. And what would you want to say about the people of Islamabad and the diplomatic circle who've come together for this cause?
Well, they are together, they are here, which is, some people are very busy, others, it's a Saturday, but still, I saw so many ambassadors who came and attended this very great undertaking. This is good.
And any message that you would want to give to the people of Pakistan for the contribution?
It's my country for the past 5 years, you see. People of Pakistan are doing so much in so many different fields, and carry on.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.